Hey friends, you are welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy. In this video, I'll be sharing with you some tips on how to save money and spend less in the UK as an international student or as a new immigrant. So if this sounds like what you will love, kindly watch it to the end and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't also forget to turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss out on my amazing videos. Let's dive into the video. This video is going to be general. When I say general, it's going to favor both singles and married people. You know, there are some married people that are still schooling. Yes, they have family. So I'm going to do this video in a way that whichever way is going to be general. First of all, when you just land into a new country, you need to have a budget plan. But now I'm using UK as a case study. When you just land into UK as a student or as a new immigrant, you first of all have a budget. Okay, that budget you can now attribute the money you'll be spending on food, on groceries, on clothes, like that. So if you just move into this country and you don't have a place to stay, I would suggest you first of all stay in the school's accommodation. You know, just stay there for the meantime. But if you are married with kids, it's not advisable. You may just have to maybe get an hotel or something and try to see how you can get accommodation very fast. If not, you'll be spending so much. But once you can cross the hurdle of trying to get an accommodation, then things will start normalizing. Okay, and when you're trying to get accommodation, you need to get a place that is close to your school and also close to your place of work. What I mean is that let it be like a place where you can walk to. There are some people, they don't really spend money on transportation here because their workplace is walkable from their school to their house, like that. So that way you'll be able to save on you'll be able to spend less and save more. Again, if you cannot find a place of work close to your house or your school and maybe it's far off, you try to weigh the options of using a train or bus. If the route is not the one that uses train, then you can actually go on buses. And when you want to buy your ticket, don't buy one day, don't buy daily. It's actually expensive. You can go for a week. That is, if you will always be going out every day. So you can go for a week, it will be discounted. You can go for a month just to save money, okay, and to spend less. If you happen to stay in the school accommodation, you try to see how you can share things with friends or how your friends can share things with you, although this is optional. What I mean is, when you bring things together to use, it is cheaper than only one person doing the whole spending. Maybe your friend can say, I'm going to bring rice. Okay, you can say, I'm going to bring palm oil. When you do things like that, it will help you to save money. But this is strictly for singles. Okay, this is strictly for singles that are, living in shared apartment or maybe in school accommodation. It is optional. That's why I said it's optional because sometimes, some friends have like minds. You see, they will just meet from different backgrounds, but they will just become close. So those kind of people, they will have a way they save their money by doing things together. But if you are married with kids, please, you need to get your separate things, okay? But if you are offered anything out of love, I don't think you should reject it. You understand? The next point here is balance your school life and fun life. You need to balance the two. Don't get carried away. Some people will just move down and they will forget that they came to school, they came to study, and at the end of the day, they will start having issues with their grades. When you want to have fun, you need to balance it. In fact, my advice is when you want to go for such parties, don't go out with your ATM card because you will not know when you will pay for this. But if you go out without it, you caution yourself, okay? You will caution yourself. So by doing that, you'll be spending less. Whenever you go to stores, especially stores you go often, try to get loyalty cards. Where I work, we give loyalty cards. When students come, they'll say, after buying something, they'll just say, can I get a loyalty card? We will give them. Loyalty card means after buying something, maybe after buying a particular item for X number of times, 11th time or maybe the 12th time, you'll be giving that thing for free. You will not need to buy, you will not need to pay, you'll just be giving for free. So any grocery shop you go to, anywhere you know you normally buy things, just ask for loyalty card. By so doing, you'll be saving more money and be spending less. Don't always buy food all the time. When I say food, cooked food. Rather, prepare your food. Some people don't know it's actually cheaper to cook their own food. Just weigh it. If you want to eat a good meal now, if you want to eat a good meal, maybe you should say 15 pounds and above. If you want to really eat good food, 15 pounds and above. And you can still use that 15 pounds to like get some foodstuffs, like maybe in bits. You can buy spaghetti, you can buy vegetable oil, and when you prepare it, you will not finish everything once. You can still prepare like 2 or 3 times. So don't be used to buying cooked food all the time. Although sometimes you can give yourself a treat. Yes, maybe on your birthday, or sometimes you just feel, I need to just eat something different. But it shouldn't be done regularly. Do more of preparing your food. It will help you save your money as a new student. The next point here is if you want to buy your textbooks, you can go for second hand. Yeah, you must not buy a new one. I'm not saying buying a new one is a sin. You are just trying to save money. So if you have the money to buy new one, why not go for it? But if you are trying to spend less, go for second hand. It's still the same content. It's still the same thing. Just that you are the second person using it. But the whole essence is just to save your money. Okay. Again, you need to save on energy bills. What do I mean? If you are not around, especially during this winter, you need to keep your house warm. You can put it on when you're around, but if you're not around, ensure you put it off. Okay, ensure you put it off because you will pay whether you are around or not. You will still have to pay your bills. So know when to use your cooker. There are some hours in the day that you won't consume much, while there are other times when you cook, you use more, should I say, gas or electricity, depending on the type you are using. So try to know your peak times and off-peak times, okay? So you will know when to cook. So when you know you will not be billed much, you can do cookings, a lot of cookings that period. Just make your soup, anything. Then maybe times that the bills will be running fast, you can just be doing like heating up of the food like that. In fact, currently I use heater in my house, but when the place is not that cold, I usually use my candle. I have this candle you put in the room. It will still keep everywhere warm. Okay, and I can use that candle for as long as maybe 2 or 3 weeks depending on usage. So it's not every time I even put on the heater. When it's not that cold, I don't put it on. It's also another way of saving your money. As a new student in the UK, you can go for cheap items. Yes, I have a video on that, on where to shop for free and cheap items. Then you can also look out for sales. Any shop that you think you love, try to do your findings on when they will do their sales. Still on job issue, if you know you cannot get a place closer to your house, you can go for jobs you don't need to be going to every day, and that is what we call working smart and not working hard. You know, some people, they work every day and yet what they earn per hour is very little, whereas some people just work like 3 times in a week and yet their pay per hour is even more than, when you times the number of days compared to that of that person working a full week, the person even earns more. Okay, so by working smart and not hard, you'll be able to have time to read your books. Another tip is you tracking your spending. You need to track your spending. Sometimes it's always very sweet or it's very interesting to spend money, but at the same time, the thing will just vanish. So try to always track your spending. Don't also owe bills. If you owe bills, when they calculate everything for you, it will be looking so big that you will not even know where to start from. Try not to owe bills. Then your taxes too, try not to owe. Try to know the amount you should be paying. If you are a student, I'm sure it will be discounted for you, or you may not even pay at all. So you try to do your findings on that, because if you owe all these things, you can't escape it. You will still have to pay it, and if you don't pay it, you will have issues with them, and it's not a good one. So anytime you have opportunity to get student discounts, always make good use of it. It will help you to spend less. If you want to relocate as a student, it's advisable you learn one or two skills. Very important. You may not know the importance till you land here. When I first came, I was trying to fix my hair. I didn't even bother to go to any shop because I've always heard that making hair here is expensive. So I just, sat down one day and I braided my hair by myself for the first time. In fact, I have the video on this channel. It came out very well. And if you're a guy, learn to cut your hair yourself. It is not everything you need to spend your money on, even if you have the money. There are some things you just, try to do on your own, okay? So by doing it that way, you'll be spending less and you'll be saving more. Try to invest in travel cards. Very important. The truth is, in as much as you want to spend less and save more, that does not mean you should just totally cut off what you will enjoy. You can still have what you want, but you will do it in a planned manner. Some people, they enjoy traveling, like me, I enjoy traveling. So if you are the type that loves traveling, try to invest in travel cards, so that when you are traveling, it will be more or less like free trip for you. Okay. Another tip is use your overdraft wisely. Over here, there's a way you spend and spend. Your account will start showing minus. When it's showing that minus, it doesn't mean you won't be able to still spend from the money, but you'll be notified that you are already using from your overdraft, but you are still within the limit. Please, as a student, when you have used up to your overdraft, you need to be wise, because there's a stage it will get to, you'll be able to take from that money. And don't forget, you still pay that money back in a way, because say for example, your account is showing minus £80, and somebody happens to pay you or transfer like £100 to you. The thing is, it is £20 that will be left for you, because the £80 you spent would have been deducted and you just be left with 20 pence. When you are spending overdraft, it look like free money, but in a way you will still return the money. So try to spend your overdraft wisely, so that it will not look as if there's something sucking your money. You understand? So try to use this word. Don't go too deep. Okay, -10, -20 is fair enough. But when you start spending like -50, -100, then you are already going too far. You understand? So these are the little tips I've got to share with you if you are an international student in the UK, or you are just a new immigrant. So by following these tips, you'll be able to save more money and spend less. Thanks for watching this video. Kindly share this video if you have not done that. Like and comment on this video as well. If you are still considering whether you should subscribe or not, please subscribe, and see you in my next video. Bye.